Hey guys, what's up? Crafty Sheep here with another horror game. I think this one is a visual novel about zombies. That's what I think. I'm not sure. We will find out. But before we get into it, I want to thank everybody who has recently subscribed. We finally made our goal of 100. I'm really excited about it. Check out my video, Presentable Liberty. That was our 100 sub video. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. Um, if you like my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It really helps the channel out. We're going to have a new goal soon. I'm just not sure what it is. If you have a suggestion for what our new goal is, leave it in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's just get straight into this. Choose your fighter. Janitor guy would love to just watch bingo every day. Not paid enough. Still uses Walkman and thinks they're groovy. Okay, I guess I can only pick Gary. It's 9 p.m. on a Friday, and you are pissed. You could have been at home watching bingo for about 30 minutes already, but you had to clean up after Steve, your good-for-nothing coworker. Where the hell is he anyway? He probably just made a mess and left like he always does. God damn it, Steve. As you walk back to your office, the lab is empty and quiet, but not unusually so. You pull out your ancient Walkman and are just about to turn it on as you hear a low growling sound. A stray or something that found its way into the building? Maybe you should go look. Or maybe it was nothing. You don't hear anything right now, and honestly, you really want to be done for the day. No, I say investigate. You carefully step out into the main hallway, trying to make as little sound as possible. At the end of it, near the bathrooms, you see a tall, kind of lanky figure. Wait a second, is that... Christ, it's Steve. That damn idiot. What the hell is he doing here? Ask him what the hell he's doing here. Steve doesn't seem to appreciate your tone of voice all that much. He starts groaning and whining and drooling all over the floor. Okay, Steve's a zombie, guys. Okay, something isn't right with Steve. You start to wonder if he smoked weed in the bathroom again. Last time he did that, he threw up and you had to take him to the ER. Even had to pay the damn bill for him because he said he was broke. Come to think of it, did Steve ever pay you back for that? He said he would, but suddenly he turns around and growls right at you, interrupting your train of thought. Oh, god damn it, Steve has turned into a zombie. Run, hit him with your mop, actually demand your money back. Hit him with your mop. Thinking about it now is a little weird, but you dreamed of giving him a slap with the mop for a while, although you pictured him alive and not trying to get a bite out of you. Poor Steve. Maybe you shouldn't have yelled at him like when he knocked over your toolkit yesterday. No, actually, that was warranted. He was being an idiot, and you told him to watch out several times. Hey, Steve, you think I was too hard on you yesterday, you asked? Steve just stares at you open mouthed. No hard feelings, it seems. You give him a friendly nod. He tries to bite you again, but he can't do anything with the mop keeping him at bay. Good, now what? Ram it into his mouth. You cringe a little at this idea. Even Steve isn't annoying enough to warrant such treatment. But the real Steve isn't there anymore, is he? What? Don't get sentimental now, old man. Steve growls in surprise, but as you shove the mop far back into his throat, the growling stops. He stumbles backwards to the bathroom, and you close the door in front of him, locking it with your janitor's key. You're safe for now. With Steve now locked away, you have to escape the place somehow. There's probably a lot more zombies running about. You tense up when you suddenly hear footsteps once more, but the young woman running around the corner clearly isn't a zombie. She looks disheveled and is clutching two big binders to her chest. Oh wait, you know who she is. One of the unpaid interns. Kathy or Kelly or something. Steve was kinda into her, if you remember. She's after me, she yells as soon as she notices you. Please help me! You have no idea who she is, but you suppose you have to do something. Tell her to hide in the bathrooms. Ah, it's fucked up. Tell her where the back exits are. Thank you so much, she says. You feel a little like a cool action hero. It's my duty to help you, inform her, which is technically true. Only you normally say that after unclogging a toilet next to the offices. She smiles at you. Good luck then, mister, she says. You nod stoically, upkeeping the action hero persona, but you do feel pleased. Huh, helping people feels almost as good as watching bingo. She disappears down the hallway. You take a quick look around. Which way will you go? To the back exit. Let's get out. The back exit it is. Thankfully, it seems to be open. Not fully. There's something weird blocking the way. A body? Hey, you need help, you ask? No answer. Then you notice a small animal sitting next to the body. It's a pretty fat raccoon and it's staring at you unblinking. Wait, can animals be zombies as well? Hey, you didn't bite that fella or something, did you? You ask the raccoon. It lifts its tiny weird raccoon's hands as to say, and if what I did. It's not very reassuring. Suddenly, the raccoon gets up and starts walking towards the exit. It stops halfway to look back at you. Does it want you to follow? I guess investigate the body first. Maybe later, a weird raccoon thinks it's part of Alice in Wonderland. You're far too curious to know what happened to the body first. Hello, can you hear me? You ask them. Still no answer. The raccoon squeaks impatiently. Shut up, will you? I just want to take a quick... You stop yourself as you realize you're holding a conversation with the raccoon. Suddenly, the person lifts their head, startling both you and the raccoon. Hey, if you were conscious, you could have at least said something to me, you grumble. You want to scold them more, but then they growl and bite, and suddenly these become your last words. Curiosity killed the cat, and you, it seems. Oh, I died. Oh, looks like I have a new character. Katia. It's 9 p.m. on a Friday and you've just awoken from your accidental nap in the break room. How embarrassing. Why did no one wake you up? In fact, where is everyone? And wait a second, it's 9 p.m. already. They didn't leave you here, did they? Oh my god, they totally did, and the door to the break room is locked. I guess scream for help. Well, no, I'm just gonna try to kick it down. You're too weak to kick it down. Also, you wouldn't be this destructive of private property. You don't have enough money to replace it if it gets broken beyond repair, and you still have a ton of student loans to pay. No, there's got to be another way. Coming soon. Oh. Try picking the lock with your hairpin. You crouch down with your hairpin and start picking the lock. It can't be that hard, can it? On TV, it seems to be over pretty quickly. As you're still moving the hairpin around, you hear something on the other side of the door. Has help arrived already? Hello? You call out cautiously. There's no answer, only growling. An animal maybe? Some kind of dog? But why would they let dogs into the labs? Suddenly, something rams the door from the other side. You jump back in shock and see a man bursting through, foaming at the mouth. Wait, you know that guy. Isn't that Steve, the janitor? He's not all that good at his job, but he always greets you with a smile, and you've grown to appreciate him. Now he looks straight out of a zombie film. You squeak as Steve comes closer and closer, his hands outstretched, reaching for you like in a horror movie. Stop it, you shout, but he doesn't seem to understand you. He's probably trying to bite you. Eat you. Throw a chair at him and run. I'm too young to die, you scream as you grab the nearest chair. And I don't want my parents to have to pay my stupid student loans. You throw the chair at Steve as hard as you can and storm out of the break room. Running, it turns out, isn't all that easy with high heels on, but you can't stop, not until you've outrun Steve. Maybe you should have closed the door to the break room. You turn the corner and almost run into a wall. This is the end of the hallway. You cast a nervous glance back, but it doesn't seem like Steve is following you anymore. Still, you can't just turn and go back, can you? Ugh, what a mess. You should have never started working here. This whole lab is bad news. Alright, enough self-pitying. There's 2 doors you could go through to get out of here. You put your ear against each door and listen. One has a pittering sounds coming from behind it. Behind the other one is just dead quiet. Both seem kind of suspicious, honestly. Go to the door without any sounds. The deadly quiet seems like the better option at first, but now you realize just why it was that cry. A group of men in suits are sitting on the floor and viciously feeding on the body of another unpaid intern. They stop when they notice you, hungry eyes now glaring in your direction. You gulp. Coffee, gentlemen? There's a joke in there somewhere, you think, as they start tearing you apart. Ah, I died again! Something about subordinates in the modern work environment. You want to tell them, but you're not sure they'd appreciate it. Bummer. Oh, that was it? Oh, I want to not die. Yes. So, let's, fast forward past this. Tell her where the back exits are. To the front door. Front door's not working, not even with the janitor key. Did they lock you in? Why? As you're tinkering with the lock, you see something moving on the other side of the hallway. Could it be someone else who works here? Maybe they know what's going on. Shout for help. Nobody answers your call for help, and for a second you're sure it was a bad idea. How can you know it wasn't a zombie lurking there? You hold your breath as you hear footsteps coming towards you, and then something rounds the corner. It's a raccoon. Pretty fast, fat raccoon. What the hell's the raccoon doing here? Raccoon stares at you almost like it knows what's going on. Then it turns its heels and skitters across the hallway. No better idea coming to mind, you follow it. It leads you to one of the many back exits. The door is slightly ajar, so it probably explains how the raccoon got in the first place. You see a body lying in front of the exit. This thought of zombie animals hadn't occurred before, but it sure does now. You give a wary glance at the raccoon. Hey, you didn't bite that fella or something, did you? You ask. It lifts its tiny, weird raccoon's hands as to say, what if I did? Not very reassuring. You look at the body. And you are? Hello? They don't react. While you're still staring at the unknown person on the floor, the raccoon climbs over their body and heads towards the exit. Stops halfway to look back at you. Does it want you to follow? Shouldn't we, at least check on the guy, you ask? The raccoon squeaks. Follow the raccoon. The raccoon's probably right. You can't believe you said that sentence in your head. Too much weird stuff has happened today. You're not risking it right in front of the exit. Both you and the raccoon step outside and escape into sweet, sweet freedom. Finally. Now you just need to get home and then you can watch Bingo in peace. You hope Bingo still exists in the apocalypse. The raccoon tugs at you overall. Its beady eyes suddenly seem very big. You can't come with me, buddy, you say. I don't think it's legal to keep you as a pet. The raccoon gives you a look. The look says, it's the goddamn apocalypse, dude. What do you think, you'll get arrested? Raccoon is right. Ugh, you said it again. Alright then, you say. I'll call you Steve. Yay! I did it! I did it! I'm glad. Hooray! Okay, that was cool. Now let's see if I can get her to survive. Okay. Let's try to kick it down. Try picking the lock. Throw a chair at him and run. Take the door with the pittering sounds. It's risky, but as soon as you enter, you sigh a big sigh of relief. The pittering was coming from a fat little raccoon munching on something it found under one of the lab tables. Hey, don't eat that, you say? Who knows what it could do to you? The raccoon stares at you. Its eyes seem weirdly intelligent, like it understands perfectly what you just said. Then it squeaks and runs away, disappearing down the hallway. Strange little critter. Suddenly you hear a long, low, growling sound. Wait a minute, you know that voice. Is that... It is her, Supervisor Jenna. Supervisor Jenna, who never thanks you for bringing her coffee. Supervisor Jenna, who made you mop the floor your first day instead of showing you around the lab. Supervisor Jenna, who made you cry and then told her cold workers at lunch within your earshot. Supervisor Jenna zombified. Looks like karma has finally caught up to her. You know you have to escape her, but the temptation is strong now that she can't fire you. Should you tell her a few choice words? Stay strong and escape. You have to stay strong and alive. Even though you have a whole lot to say to Supervisor Jenna, you turn and book it out the next door. You can hear footsteps behind you as she starts chasing you. Are zombies supposed to be this fast? Whatever, no time to think. You round the corner and see a man standing there next to the hallway. It's one of the janitors, you think. He doesn't seem zombified, but you can never be quite sure with these things. You cast a frantic look behind you, then back to the janitor. She's after me, you yell. Please help me. He stares at you for a second, probably trying to figure you out, and then nods. There's an exit that way, he says. Go down the hallway and turn left 2 times. Elevators should still work, but you can take the stairs too. You thank him profusely, which he shrugs at, but you can see he's flattered. What a nice guy. Now let's get out of here. Supervisor Jenner is vicious. Yay! I did it! I'm happy. I survived both characters. That was awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. It lets me know which series you guys like and which ones you don't like, so I can keep producing things that you actually enjoy. Also, if you liked it, leave a comment down below telling me what you liked about it. Or if you have any game suggestions, leave a comment down below and I will get to them. But without further ado, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You stay tuned and stay crafty. Until next time, bye!